Kelly Clarkson, shut the fuck up. Welcome back to Dumb and Broke. I'm Brian.
And I'm Chelsea.
Happy Thanksgiving.
It's basically tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Well,
last week.
Yeah. It'll be last week by the time you guys listen. So you'll all be coming home or doing whatever you're doing.
Are you making anything? Are you contributing to any Thanksgiving?
No, I did a few Friendsgivings before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those I brought just like prosciutto and burrata, and then accidentally got a truffle burrata, which I don't love truffle.
Oh.
So I brought something that I didn't like, which is unfortunate. Yeah.
I was assigned the green bean casserole, which I also don't really care for. As you guys know, I don't care for Thanksgiving food in general, but to get assigned the green bean casserole seemed like racial profiling because I'm like the only white person attending this Thanksgiving. And of course they give me the fucking casserole, but you know what? I'm going to wing it and it's going to be great.
It's going to be the best green bean casserole ever.
Yeah. I went to the grocery store yesterday, which was 2 days before Thanksgiving, thinking it was going to be a madhouse, but surprisingly it wasn't. And also found everything that I needed.
Interesting.
Yeah. Granted, it was during work hours, which it had me thinking pretty lucky that I get to sneak out during 9 to 5 on a Monday through Friday to run errands.
Yeah, that is nice. Yeah. Something to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Me, as I don't have that life, but I get pockets during the day.
Yeah. I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong. It gives me anxiety. It's not like I'm asking. I literally am sneaking out, and I feel like almost every time I do that, I do get some sort of email or message. But if I were just at home during that time, I would not.
Silence.
It's like the universe is just fucking with me or something.
Yeah. She likes to do that.
Yeah. She. Everyone's a she.
Everyone is a she.
You're back on TikTok, right? Full time?
Yeah. Full time. I'm full time on TikTok.
I don't know if this has hit your algorithm, but Billboard has been ranking the greatest pop stars of the 21st century. Have you seen these?
No.
And they were doing it I think they were releasing 2 per week or something like that, or maybe even once a week. So they finally got down to the last 2, and they hadn't mentioned Taylor Swift or Beyonce. So everyone we all know those are the top 2 artists of the 21st century. And just yesterday, it was announced that Taylor Swift was number 2, and the amount of people that are so upset on both sides, whether you're part of the Beehive or you're a Swiftie, it's so annoying to the point where I'm just I don't even care. I think at one point I did care, but people are so pissed that Taylor Swift isn't number 1. And then Beyonce fans are in response are trying to prove why Beyonce is number 1 by diminishing everything that Taylor Swift has done. I'm this is so stupid.
Right.
It's at the end of the day, this list doesn't even fucking matter. And you're going out of your way to spread some sort of...
Imagine getting so upset about that.
Right.
That ruined your day.
I guarantee you Beyonce and Taylor Swift do not give a shit about that list.
No.
And it actually takes away nothing, because Taylor Swift is number 2 is not going to eliminate Taylor's success. And it's not going to, people aren't going to not like her. Do you know what I mean? Because she got number 2. And Beyonce's not going to gain any more fans from being number 1. So it's you posting these stupid posts, you just look so stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
I also I don't know, maybe this is just me being defensive, but I don't know that I would consider Taylor Swift all pop.
Yeah.
Fully a pop girly.
Well, so Drake was number 4. Drake was the number 4 top pop star of the 21st century. So I don't even know what the metrics were, but essentially, I would.
Where's the weekend?
The Weeknd's on there. Of course, he's probably gonna be number one. No, he's on there. He was on there. He was in the top 25. I don't remember the full list. I can pull it up if you're very interested. I know Katy Perry is number 25. I know Lady Gaga is like number 5. Ariana and Justin are in that top 10. But 5 was Gaga, 4 Drake, 3 Rihanna, 2 Taylor, and 1 I don't think has come out yet. But Beyonce hasn't made the list.
Right.
It's gonna be Beyonce.
That would be crazy.
And listen, I think a lot of people would probably think that I would just automatically think Taylor deserves that number 1 spot, and I don't even necessarily believe that. But like, the only reason why I bring it up is just to share how stupid it all is.
Right. Like, at the end of the day, if that's your biggest worry and that's why you go on the internet to be a warrior, then you're doing all right.
Right. And like, I would be more furious about like Drake being higher on the list than Britney Spears. You're gonna tell me he's a greater pop star than Britney Spears? I don't know. Those are the battles we should be battling.
Right. Why is Drake even here?
Right. I mean, I that's an interesting one. I mean, he's like a hit maker.
True.
He is kind of a pop star, even though you don't think of him as that. He kind of is. He's like only few rappers like break into that like pop stardom, you know, like Drake, Lil Wayne.
That's fair. We can give Drake some credit where it's due.
Yeah. I mean, he makes hits.
Yeah.
So, and like The Weeknd too. The Weeknd is like not necessarily
Now The Weeknd is where I draw the line.
Yeah, I don't get that one, but our good friend Bridget, she let us know that she listens to him, so someone's listening to him.
I mean, if the Weeknd song comes on, I'll probably bop to it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to share how stupid that was. And yeah, I think there was a point where like I would play into that stuff and like really read into it and care. But now I don't care. Maybe just because like the world is so shitty at the moment that I'm like, maybe I should. Maybe that is where I should, spend all my energy rather than things that actually matter.
You want to know something else stupid that might get your blood boiling?
Yeah.
Is chili a soup?
Yeah. No? I
Is
think
it?
so. Is there like a broth in chili or no? It's just like meat and
No, there's usually a broth.
there's a broth? I think that's what makes it a soup.
Okay.
You don't think so?
I don't know. That was really tough for me to wrap my brain around because it just seems like heartier than a soup. Like a chili is a full meal, where to me a soup is like a side. But and then one of my clients today, I just asked him the question, and he immediately was like, "It's not a soup," and I said, "Why is that?" And he said, "If your spoon can stand straight up, it's not a soup." Like if you were to stick your spoon in it and your spoon stayed upright, not a soup.
Do you think that's the case for all chilies though?
Not all chilies are made equal.
Yeah. I don't know. I would call it a soup. Or
A meat soup?
a stew. What's a stew?
Now we're getting crazy. what is a stew?
Yeah.
Is a stew a soup?
Right.
I'm going to have to Google that.
No, I'm sticking to it. It's a soup.
Okay.
Because you make it in the same way you would make a soup. You serve it in the same way you would serve a soup. You would eat it to crave that same satisfaction as if you wanted a soup. You know what I mean?
I don't know though, because the soup seems brothier to me. See, Carissa is the one that told me about this because she was paid to go stand outside of a grocery store and ask people this question. She said the answers were all over the place.
No, it's a soup. And that's my final answer.
Okay.
No more questions.
Okay. Done.
All right. So more observations from TikTok. This one I find really funny. As someone who is addicted to the TikTok shop, I get a lot of ads. And when I say ads, I mean like people making content, advertising for the product that they're trying to sell. And it's always so funny because they're always like, somebody on TikTok is going to get fired because the deal.
This is now the cost of 3 cups of coffee.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I actually like,
Cringe.
it's so cringy. Or they'll be like, don't buy this if you want to have 17 girlfriends because you know what I mean? It's just like,
If you can't handle everyone coming for you, then whoa, steer clear of this.
yeah. There's just like so many different variations of how to sell products, and they're on TikTok, and they're all so bad. Like, even there's this one guy that's always selling workout t-shirts, and it's the same. He makes a video like every single day. It's the same thing. Like, he's wearing like a shirt, a regular workout shirt that he's not selling, and his like gut is sticking out, and his girlfriend like comes up and is like, whoa, are you gonna wear that? And he's like, yeah, what's wrong? And then she like shows him like the good t-shirts and how his arms look so good. And it's the same video. And like, he has a lot of followers, and like, that is his claim to fame on TikTok, is selling these t-shirts. I'm like, what?
Whoa.
Yeah. I want to know how much he's actually making, but it also just seems like, I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing at the same time.
But as you were saying that, I'm kind of like, it's a little genius. I mean, he probably is making quite a bit of money off of just like affiliate sales.
Probably.
If he's just doing it consistently every day, I'm like, whoa, big believer in the t-shirts.
Yeah.
Eventually, you might wear some people down.
Yeah, he definitely is. I have some on the way. I don't know, but I made sure I'm not buying from him because it was so cringy that I was like, I had to go find someone else, and I bought it from their link. Which that's also one of my favorite comments. Sometimes I'll see that's like the top comments, like, I'm gonna buy this, but I'm not buying it from you.
This advertisement was gross.
I was having a conversation with someone the other day about like just being like over the 9-to-5 corporate lifestyle, and like, there is a lot that I would do to get out of it, but I don't know if that's one of them. I don't know if I would like want to just like continuously buy. Also, these products aren't that great, so you know what I mean. Like, you're kind of selling your soul for like a very mediocre product, and I don't think I would want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, we joke about like, oh yeah, we'll take like any sort of sponsorship,
But we wouldn't.
we really wouldn't. I wouldn't
No.
sell something that I know is shitty.
Diet Coke? Yes.
I would either have to be interested in it or actually use it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I totally agree. But I think there's ways to do that. But you know what you would never catch me dead doing? Have you seen those people on TikTok lives that are just like, every time they get a rose or something, they're doing something insane, or they do some crazy interpretation of whatever they get just like to keep getting gifts or just look insane.
It's panhandling. That's literally what they're doing. They're like begging people for money. Is that the right term for it?
Kind of.
Panhandling? Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah. I'm sure that they make money.
Yeah.
But no way. And also, I have questions for the people that are actually paying them.
Same.
What is going on?
Same. I like, what
Are you good?
Who is doing that? Because I watch a lot of lives. And that's like a whole thing too. Like, because you have to get 1,000 followers on TikTok, and then you're able to go on live, I think. And like, that's like a big goal for a lot of people because there's a lot of money to be made on live.
Should we go live?
Yeah. Did you have 1,000 followers?
I got 1,000. Yeah.
1,000.
I got 1,000.
Yeah, you should honestly see, but you have to like.
Hey guys, thank you. Just waiting on a few more people to enter my channel. How's it going? Oh my gosh, my lip gloss. It's from.
but like, people go on for hours and hours.
Whoa.
Like, they just like sit on there. Like, I mean, live streamers are a thing. People just like walk around the city and just like live stream, and like you start to accumulate like a little community, and then once you build that, then they start sending you gifts. But yeah, to your point, like, I want to know who are those people, because like, it's not me, and I watch a lot of lives.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's just like a world. I think the thing that stresses me out the most as I get older is just seeing all of the different types of people, or I guess like recognizing it and just not being able to understand. And that is scary.
Yeah.
Because it's like I can't even put myself in your headspace. I just don't get it.
And I was gonna say, is it an age thing? But it's not even that. There's just like there's so many different industries and so many different like niche ways to make money, and I don't get it either.
Well,
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm doing something wrong, or I'm not. I haven't. Yeah, I haven't.
we're not doing the right thing.
We haven't been introduced to the right people.
We're
and-
ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw another thing that's been hitting my algorithm lately is people going around asking what age is considered old. And a lot of answers that I'm seeing are if you were born in the 1900s, anything before 2000. But 1900s, I was like, that actually like felt personal. The 1900s, because like if you say that, it does.
But can you imagine when we're 60, 70 years old, they're going to be like, she's born in 1990.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
It does sound like we were at the end of a millennium.
yeah.
So yeah, but like, yeah, imagine a kid being born in
Was it a
2055.
millennium or was it a century?
What is a millennium? I think so. I mean, I don't
We were
think.
born at the end of something.
Yeah. I mean, no, a century is 100 years.
Yeah.
So like, I think
A millennium is 1,000.
so.
Okay.
Didn't
trust
like
you.
Backstreet Boys have or NSYNC have an album called Millennium, and it like came out in 2000? I think that's my point of reference for.
Perfect.
I think like we were at the end of a millennium.
Yeah.
But anyways, last week we were like, we know we're not old, but once it starts striking a nerve.
No, the thing that was the most offensive, especially on TikTok when it started coming out, was when they're checking IDs for alcohol or the door or something. And they're like, oh, you're good. I saw one. And it was like, because there are people in 2000 that can drink now.
Yeah. But a lot of the responses were like anything before 2000. And I'm like, so you're saying like anything above 25 is old? That's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Are these kids 12?
Yeah. But then again, I put myself back into that state of mind. Like, I think when I was like 23, 24, I think I thought 35 was kind of old. Or not old, but like grown as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you have to
yeah.
have everything together.
But if I'm being real, when I was 18, I thought probably,
25.
yeah, was grown.
Yeah.
Oh, you can rent a car?
Yeah.
Pop off. No.
Same. I thought like, when I entered college and by the time I, got my first job, I like that would be like, you're about to sign up for AARP,
Yeah. I don't think anything is grown at this point.
I know.
I don't think you're ever grown.
I think, yeah. I think,
You're all living life for the first time.
yeah. And I think like a part of that is also like a New York mindset. It's just like being around so many people who are much older in age, doing the same things, still enjoying life. I think there's definitely a difference between like a New York 40-year-old and a Abilene 40-year-old,
For sure.
right?
For sure. I think that's why I love it here.
Yeah. We're going to be young forever as long as we stay here.
As long as we stay here. True.
Yeah.
And I will.
If I move back to Florida, I'm instantly 50.
Yeah. You almost like, especially in the South, you're like 10 years older.
Yeah.
And then if you move out of a major city, 20.
Yeah.
Plus
Like,
another 10.
I get why people are having kids in the suburbs.
I'm in Abilene 55 right now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like a Tampa 44.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
With 3 kids.
Yeah. But I'm in New York 30.
Yeah. I'm in New York. Yeah. Same. Maybe 25.
Yeah. You could be 25.
Whatever it is, I'm younger than you. That's all I know.
Okay. Since we're entering the holiday season, I'm like starting to see a lot of ads for gifts. What do independent adults ask for Christmas? Because I feel like most of the people that I know, I mean, if we want something, we're going to buy it.
I was having this conversation with Herman last night because like we were going, like Black Friday is here. And
have you ever been a big Black Friday person?
Kind of sounded funny. Big Black Friday person.
Big. Have you ever been a big Black Friday boy?
I think I've like done the thing like twice. Like back when Black Friday was actually on Black Friday and it was just like a 1-day thing. Now it's like a whole.
And you got up at the butt crack of dawn and you went to stores?
Yeah, I went like.
I've never done that.
Yeah, I've done that like twice, but it was like 18, 19, 20 years old. I got my first laptop going to Walmart, staying up all night doing that. What was the question?
What do independent adults ask for Christmas?
Yeah. I was saying that like we were going through like the Black Friday deals yesterday. And I'm like, I don't need anything because if I need something, I get it, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think at this stage in our lives, we get things for people that maybe you just like wouldn't buy for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I think of things like if I'm going to get like, I'm not going to get like the black or white or gray t-shirt for that person because I feel like we always like gravitate towards those things.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you the red one because you're not going to get that for you. And it's like more special. Like that's kind of how I think about it. That's just like an example. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a piece of clothing or shoes. I'm going to get you the one that stands out because I know you're not going to get that for yourself. I don't know if that helped you at all.
That helps.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, I love a thoughtful gift.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. Honestly, I love a handwritten card. But I think about that when people are putting together their wish list of, oh, I want this, this, and this. And it had me thinking, am I just like the ultimate consumer throughout the year where I buy everything I want?
I think we all are kind of.
Yeah. Or I don't know, like, should I be doing something differently or like, what's up?
Yeah. I have a hard time. I always try to do something that's like kind of custom. So it's like, I don't know, everyone has something unique about them. Like they're obsessed with something, whether it's like Taylor Swift or cats or, drag queens, which I just named my 3 favorite things.
In case.
And like, you can kind of work around that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, buy me a cat. No, but like something that like, there are so many custom things, like
right. Something that requires a little bit of thought rather than me putting together a list of exactly the things that I want.
My friend Stephanie for my birthday got me a sweater and it was custom and it said like August, which is my favorite Taylor Swift song, and like this cool little design, and said like established 1989, which is obviously a Taylor Swift reference. Like those things, I think those are like really nice gifts.
Yeah, agreed.
And you can almost customize anything and it's not even that expensive.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Boom. Well, and we'll put out our wish list on.
Yeah. Check out the link below for our Amazon storefront and watch us on TikTok Live where we'll be selling a bunch of garbage.
We'll do something ridiculous for every rose that I get.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I know. And it's like crazy things too on TikTok. They're like, yeah, send me the big octopus nipple. Like it's always something like weird
and I'm
like
just
that.
Like, how much does the octopus nipple cost?
Yeah.
I would really love to hear from somebody who sends the gifts.
Me too. Yeah, please, like, let us know if you ever sent a gift on TikTok. Like, how does that even work?
And what's the thrill?
Yeah. I think you get recognized. So if like it's like a live that's like really popping off, I don't know. Yeah, what's the incentive there for you?
Listen, I love attention, but I'm still not getting.
Like, imagine going to like a Taylor Swift concert and you're just like throwing money. Like,
yeah. You gave her $1,000 for her to say, "Oh my gosh, Chelsea, thank you."
Yeah.
Oof. Anyway, on that same holiday train, New Year's resolutions. Are we still doing them? Are we still lying to ourselves?
I feel like
Have you ever had a New Year's resolution and then completely followed through with it for a full year?
probably not.
Yeah, same.
No, probably not. I feel like no one does. Even when it's, I feel like everyone's resolution is like go to the gym consistently or, diet or something. Like those are the common ones. I feel like when you do that, because a lot of times it'll be like October and you're like, I'm going to do that as my New Year's resolution. And then maybe you start it. But like if that's the way you're going into it, like you're going to wait to do
Right.
something, that's going to be very short lived.
Well, and that's usually the indicator if you're putting it off and not willing to do it. But one thing you will never hear me complain about is people going to the gym in January. I feel like I see that all the time, and that really gets under my skin where people are like, oh my gosh, the gyms are so busy in January. I can't wait till all these people fall off. And I'm like, that is so cruel and depressing. Like that you're just like hoping for someone's downfall so you can have a smaller, I don't know, less people to work around with.
It's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's just like a routine thing that people say every year. And yeah, it's never going to end.
Yeah. It's like, bro, you can still do your curls in the corner.
Yeah.
You're going to be totally fine.
Yeah. I will say I don't think it was a resolution, but I did quit vaping.
Yeah, you did.
Like I did that mid-year.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe my resolution will be to pick it back up. I'm going to wait a couple months for it.
And then that can be inspiring because it's like, guys, you don't have to wait until January to start your New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
You can be a brand new person every single day.
Wow.
Wow.
That's very uplifting.
It's uplifting and also scary.
I said the word uplifting and it reminded me of you saying that like someone called you high strung. Someone called me the other day a very chill person. And I was like, really? Like, I don't like, they said I'm quiet and I'm chill.
Okay. Quiet
I know. I'm like,
would be
wow,
a no. I think you're chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that wouldn't be like my first descriptive of you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, Brian, so chill. Definitely not quiet.
Coming from you, that means a lot.
Like, what setting did you meet this person
I
in?
know. Yeah, we're not like that close. So I was like, okay, this actually makes sense. But I left that like interaction, like the chill word actually had me thinking. I was like, actually, you know what? I think I am pretty chill. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not like an overly excited person. Like, it takes a lot to like, to get me excited.
That reminded me of when you told us that every time you text back like LMAO, you're just sitting there, stone face. Yeah. LMAO.
Very rarely am I actually laughing, honestly. But I find it funny. But
yeah.
like, I even like in movies, like something could be like the funniest thing I've ever heard, and I'm just like, So, but it takes a lot to what's the word?
Get a reaction.
Yeah, like it takes a lot to impress me, honestly. Yeah. To be honest.
Okay, Shania.
That don't impress me. That's very me. Also, wow, I relate to Shania a lot because sometimes, man, I feel like a woman.
No, we love her.
Not that.
Was she one of the top pop stars? Would you consider her a pop star?
Yeah, I think I definitely could consider Shania a pop star.
She should definitely be top 100.
Yeah. The thing, 21st century. So like, I think she peaked in like the 90s.
Oh.
Right. So,
Fair.
Yeah.
Chill. So chill.
Yeah.
And I'm high strung.
Yeah.
I would actually say that I'm pretty chill.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd go as far.
Yeah. I think you're a chill person.
Maybe quiet?
Definitely not. Exhibit A. Can you hear that? What if like one day you just like change your laugh? Ha ha ha. Yeah, I think that's like, that proves that laughing is just like such a beautiful thing because, like it's such a natural reaction. You know what I mean?
Right. Like you can't really fake it, and if you do,
You know.
you know.
And like it's also, it feels so, you know, when you like crack a joke and it like hits, that's got to be one of the best feelings in the
A
world.
top tier feeling.
You know what I mean?
Making people laugh is just wow.
I know. That's why I would love, like, when people ask me my dream job, I don't know exactly what it is. I know I want to make people laugh though. Like
Yeah.
that's definitely it.
Wow, same. I think we do that.
Would you want to take an improv class?
I would take an improv class.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I don't know that I necessarily want to be a comedian though.
Yeah. I think I would want to re-explore stand-up
Yeah.
just to try it, but I just don't know if that is the one for me. But
Yeah.
I want to try it. I want to give
Never
it
say
another go.
never, but that just it's never been something that I've wanted to do. Maybe I just can't picture it.
I had a dream the other night that I was famous and I was at my movie premiere and everyone was treating me like I was famous. So like
Claim.
I heard like the whispers like, oh my God, that's him. And like just people going out of their way to be so nice and helpful. And I woke up and I was like, I can get used to this.
I want that.
I kind of do, you know? And I don't know. I know people who like do improv and it sounds really fun. And I'm like, could I be an actor? Did I like miss the mark though? Like,
No.
could I still be an actor?
You never know.
Yeah, that's true. I know some people don't like get their first role until like they're 50.
Yeah. My friend Taylor took an improv class, so I'll ask about that. But
Then I was thinking about it. Like I just asked you if you would want to take an improv class. I feel like I would
have
want
to do it with somebody that you don't know.
like
Nobody that you
I
know.
want to go and like not know anyone because if I make a complete fool out of myself, like I'll leave, never go back again.
I mean, I'll be as stupid as I can be.
True. Yeah, yeah. I think I'd actually be comfortable doing it with you. I don't think I would like feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll go first.
or embarrassed just thinking about it. Actually.
Yeah. There is something that is like seemingly kind of cringe. You and I have talked about this. Maybe we've talked about it on the podcast, but there's something that seems cringy about like, I don't know how I'm going to say this.
Trying.
Well, just, I guess like, yeah, trying to be an actor before you're successful. It's like
or
when you're a successful
Or
actor, it's like,
podcaster.
wow, hot. But when there's no success yet, it's kind of like, oh,
Yeah, like an influencer, like you can tell they're trying to be an influencer. Like, yeah, there is something.
and until they have millions, it's like, why are we knocking all these people down before they even? But I think you have to persevere through the cringe.
I think so. I mean, I think, and like entertainment, like there's so much. I think most people fail. You know what I mean? Like only very few people actually break into the industry, whatever industry that is. So, and there's so much failure on the road to success unless you're a Nepo baby, right?
I would love to be a Nepo baby.
Yeah. Next life.
Yeah.
Claiming that.
Fingers crossed. But I mean, like Taylor Swift is the cringiest person on the planet.
It's
like
true.
she leans into it.
Yeah.
And she owns it. And I think that's why we all love her.
Yeah.
She's like the cringiest version of all of us.
So true. Yeah.
She gives us the permission.
Well, I think that's like the authenticity of it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what makes the most successful people successful. You know, like they're just being themselves. You know,
Right.
And we can see that, and it's sometimes relatable, sometimes it's not. So, yeah,
Anyway, be your cringiest self.
yeah. Moral of the story. Should we get into some controversial opinions?
Let's do it.
All right. I will start with Kelly Clarkson. Shut the fuck up.
I I love Kelly Clarkson. You knew that.
I like Kelly Clarkson too. But every time I fucking go on any social media, she's singing a fucking song. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
I do kind of wonder because you see all those things where people are like, oh, Kelly Clarkson did somebody's song better,
Yes.
yada, yada, all this stuff. And I'm like, do artists actually get kind of annoyed that Kelly Clarkson is singing their stuff?
That's where I wanted to head into with this controversial opinion. And it's like, I've never watched she has a talk show, right?
Yeah.
I've just seen clips here and there. Does she, in my mind, at the end of every show, she sings a song,
That has to be it.
right? Like that has to be the format. That's annoying to me. Like, we get it. You're a singer. You're a really good fucking singer too. You're doing a talk show. I don't know. Part of me is kind of like, she's mixing all her talents into one show, essentially. But it's also like kind of like showboating. Like, all right, calm down. Like, the talk show is like not really supposed to be about you. It's like it's about the guest.
Right.
And she's like making about her every episode. That's what I mean when I say shut the fuck up.
The fact that she sings, I would have to confirm. And it's hard for me to even say this because I love Kelly Clarkson, but that is kind of weird when you think about it.
Yeah. Just
At
for
the
the
very
sake of
end, just like, okay, now I'm going to sing a song. You all have to listen.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird. It's embarrassing.
It's like you having a birthday party, and then at the end, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to sing a song now. And even if you're really good, it's kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
we're all just like forced to listen.
I
mean, unless that's why people are going to her talk show.
Yeah.
But
See, yeah, that's a no. I don't even know. Like, but every time I see it, I also think of like the artist. Because I actually agree. Sometimes I hear the songs, I'm like, oh wow, this is like a better version than the original.
do you feel like she has to ask in advance to cover it?
Do you have to? I don't know. I don't think you have to.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe. But anyways, just for the sake of controversial opinions, I just wanted to say, Kelly Clarkson, shut the fuck up.
I love it.
Do you have any?
I don't.
Okay. I have one more. Gay men can have sex with women and still be gay, but straight men, they can't have sex with men and be considered straight. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
I think like whether we agree with it or not, like society has definitely agreed with that, right?
Right.
Like I could be crazy and go have sex with a woman, but I'm always going to be a gay man, right? Like
right.
In your eyes, like you're not going to be like, oh, maybe he's straight. But I don't know if your brother tells you he had sex with a man. What are you thinking? You're thinking maybe.
I mean, very, very least you're bisexual.
Right.
Yeah.
At minimum.
Yeah. At minimum.
Which is partially gay.
But would you say that the gay man is bisexual?
Like me?
Yeah. If you had sex with a woman, I'd be like, you're bisexual.
I think in that sense, it's just situational. I think there's just like a lot of gay men. Like I know gay men that have had sex with women or like will do it like when they're drunk and they're gay. Like, you know what I mean? They're just like, at the end of the day, they're just probably addicted to sex, which I think a lot of people in this world are. And, you know, put them in the right place at the wrong time or vice versa or whatever, you know, alcohol is involved.
That would be so messed up for me.
A hole's a hole.
I was just thinking of that scenario. That would be so messed up if I hooked up with a gay man and then afterward he was like, oh no, I'm gay. I was just like drunk. I would be mortified. That would be hurtful.
Have you ever slept with a gay man? Like,
no.
Like, have any of your boyfriends turned out to be gay?
No. Well,
you sound disappointed.
Kind of. No, but they were all from Texas, so like maybe secretly.
Yeah.
But probably not.
There's a lot of that going on. Secret.
I think they were
straight.
I like to think that they were straight. they were into it, right?
Oh my God.
Feel free to sound off in the comments.
Right?
All right. There should be a 1 year waiting period before you're able to get a divorce. Like you file for it and you have to attempt to work it out for an entire year and then you do you think people would actually work it out. Maybe you're forced to live together.
Isn't that something that like the Republicans or like no fault divorce or something like that? Or that's like a thing. That's part of Project.
Like you can't.
That's part of Project 2025.
Gross. I hate that I'm going down this pathway.
I mean, to be clear, Chelsea found that opinion on the internet. She's not coming here that like this is her opinion.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
Yeah.
I believe in divorce. But I do find it interesting that if you're like forced to be together for a year, if that would prevent some people from getting divorced, or do you think no?
I feel like most cases, divorce isn't like a spur of the moment decision.
True.
I've thought about it for probably at least a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and also divorce takes a long time. So like in most cases, it takes a year to get divorced. So I when you file, I don't know if that means like you're divorced that day. Like you can file and then you file and then you have like a court date. So like that kind of already happens in a way.
Yeah.
So no, and that's like the government like stepping in and like making decisions on people's lives.
Right.
You know, so wholeheartedly no.
Yeah. I agree.
Right.
Fully.
But there are people out there that think, because they think that like, oh, just because you guys aren't morally aligned, you guys can still work it out. Like people generally think that. They think like, I don't know. I guess if you're
I guess there is this like general idea that people just get divorced on a whim. And it's just like, oh, people aren't even trying to work it out these days. And it's like, I'm sure they are.
There's probably is a little bit of that too. Like
people are also getting married on a whim.
That too. I think people, not even in marriages, in relationships, I think people like give up a lot, you know? I think a lot of times when things just get hard, not even, you can like wipe relationships out of the equation. Like just in any life situation, I think when things get hard, a lot of us just pack our bags and go. But that's all I got.
Okay. Well, get divorced whenever you want.
Yeah. I like you said, I'm a divorce advocate, actually.
If you want out, get out.
Yeah. Well,
stamp of approval. Anyway, to end on that note.
But if you're a subscriber here, there's no way out. And in fact,
if you aren't a subscriber here, like, comment, subscribe. It's fun, lighthearted, chill over here.
Yeah.
Chill, someone
quiet.
might say. High strung, not at all.
No, totally.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Okay. Bye.